Falcons. On the visiting sideline, a look at the Panthers head coach. His side not able to get it done in their home opener. Hoping for some better luck on the road here. Across the way, the head coach for the Falcons. His guys were winners in week 1, and you know they'd love to begin the year with back-to-back victories.
Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Kate Scott joined by my partner Brock Heward. It's going to be longtime vet Nick Folk to get us started. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. And now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. Getting the start for him, the former first overall pick out of Alabama. Now in his 4th season here in the NFL, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion, and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Made him the number 1 pick overall.
On the play.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Panthers.
We send a receiver in motion right. Play action now. Young. Trouble with the grab.
Young's pass.
Across the 50 and start pushing on the opposing side of the field.
Tommy Tremble.
5 on the catch.
A gain of
5 still to go on 2nd down.
And 5 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. It's Young. It's the connection to James Conner. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Big gain, 14 on the play.
A gain of 14.
That's good for a Panthers first.
And the Panther first down.
Young on the play action. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. Stops there, but that gives them the first big gain before the defense got to him. That's up about 22 yards.
First down, Carolina.
And going play action. Young. Passing quick here to the pass rush. Fast enough to match it. On and inside. Alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now it's Young. He hauls this one in with one hand.
Young's pass.
And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Staying limited to a couple.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Didn't get all they wanted out of that last play, so now they've got 3rd and 8. And they send them back in motion right. 3rd and long for him here. And there it is. Touchdown, Carolina.
Complete to Chuba
Hubbard. Capping a 7-play scoring drive. And talk about responding right away, Brock, after losing in the opener last week. Some immediate points here as they fight to get back to 500.
I kind of felt a sense of urgency, and I bet you there was some urgency on that practice field this week because you know you don't want to start 0-2. That urgency paid off on that drive.
Now Fitzgerald on the handle to kickoff.
Kickoff for Carolina.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30.
The
And he's
Falcons
all the
take
way up
over
across
first
the
and
40
10
before heading out of
at their own
bounds.
42-yard line.
Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. And you're going to run it here. It's for John Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4. We're paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. Oh, that's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after the play. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap. They'll get to Robinson. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it wasn't the backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom and bust, right? Is an offense, is a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Got a man, it's Drake London. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28.
That's another.
Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on it right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Ooh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, Yeah, that's really well said because, you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back, the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance
6.
on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
To the right side and reeled in by London. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before they're down. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Falcons 1st down.
Looking inside the red zone. That one connects. That play's brought to a halt. So they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
5 still to go on 2nd down.
5 at the Panthers' 5-yard line.
Throwing now. Tagovailoa. He gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there. But no chance. It's 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing on 3rd. Tagovailoa. To the end zone. This is going to be reeled in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London. The 2nd score that he has brought in this season. Nick Folk now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center coach. They're able to answer early here. Tied at 7.
Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return. Offense headed back out there now for the Panthers as we can look at their offensive coordinator, Brad Idzik. Year number 3 for Idzik as the OC here. As you and I both remember, originally broke into the NFL with the Seahawks back in 2019. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. You've got a man in motion. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. And a chance to revisit Hubbard's showing last week.
2 yards on the pickup.
87 yards. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Counter play, Hubbard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're ready to go for the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They start out with a 3rd and 6. Now Young. Catch is made down the right sideline.
Young's pass.
The out of bounds there. A lot to like, though, on that game. Give him about 19 yards. And that gives Carolina the 1st.
1st down, Panthers.
Putting a receiver in motion. 1st and 10. It's Hubbard. And they make the stop after giving him 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
On the stop.
I'm not seeing any signs of wear on those legs. In fact, I think this one likes getting his number called. Eventually, sure, you're going to have to spell him, but right now he's in a pretty good rhythm.
On 2nd down, a run with Connor. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Young to throw. That's on the quick hitter. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a 1st down.
Brandon Cooks.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Back to throw. Here's Young. That one's cut along the left sideline.
Young's pass.
And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red
A
zone.
gain of 33 yards on the
New
play.
7 downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Carolina.
Up the middle, Hubbard. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line. Even tackle for a loss with that 2nd and 11.
Divine Diablo on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons 16-yard line.
Got his man in the end zone. Touchdown,
Complete
Panthers.
to Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Carolina.
Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break
Ryan
open.
Fitzgerald
That was awesome. It's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that
kick is good.
Throw bodies at him in coverage. But stopping the tight end near the end zone
14.
is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it
Fitzgerald
arrives.
to kick
Now
off for
Fitzgerald on the
Carolina.
handle to kick off. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over first and
The
10.
Falcons and Drake London headed back
28-yard
out onto
line.
the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on that
play.
run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
Tunga Bailoa. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And they got 1st down. Give him a 13 on that previous play.
13 yards on the play. And the Falcons
Tua setting up the throw.
down.
Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the other side, Brock. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Tunga Bailoa back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
This is why we hear about
Brings up a
closing
3rd
speed
down
so
and
often
10
when you
yards
evaluate
to go.
players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's going to go down here. They are on him back by the 28. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first.
Jake Bailey
4th down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. That is Jimmy Horn back deep for the Panthers. And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Panther offense headed out to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Drive beginning with a run. It's Hubbard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Hubbard, the ball carrier.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Terrell on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Going on
6.
2nd.
At
Young.
the 32-yard line.
It is caught left side.
Young's pass.
One step out of bounds
Complete
after
to
about
number
an 8-yard
18.
gain. And that is going to give the Panthers a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
Young to throw it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's a gain of 9.
Moving
Brings up
quickly,
2nd
trying to get
and
set
a
again.
yard at their 49-yard line.
Here's Young, 2nd down. Gets him on the in route. They're going to slow him up here after 4, maybe 5 yards. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Panther
Young throwing
1st
here.
down.
Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after
Young's
pushing to that
pass.
35-yard line.
Complete to number 18.
And that one goes for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on
And
the
that's
play.
going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Carolina.
Young looking to throw. special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Shotgun snap, now Young. Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, but first time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. It's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. So on now comes the former All-State soccer player from Fayetteville. Not 20 miles away, it's Sam Martin to punt. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. He cuts it to the right sideline. Out of bounds there. Not to let go on that game. Giving about 19 yards. And that is good for an Atlanta 1st down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
At the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And they're going to get him to the ground. They're for a 16-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Falcons 1st down.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our tour around the NFL starts now. We begin at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Rams at home to take on the visiting New York Giants. And this is the reigning league MVP, Matthew Stafford. An 8-yard touchdown pass in the books. The Rams are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. From there, let's move on to another compelling early season matchup. And this is the man who took a huge leap last year all the way to the Madden cover, Caleb Williams. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. Lastly, a lot of debate among the staff as to who our impact player should be this week. We've settled on this man. And this is Jerry Jeudy. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Browns get a 2nd straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. One touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out comes the Atlanta offense for the debut possession of the 2nd half.
At their own
and as they get set, Carter, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
A gain
First
of
down
5
run, now
brings
in
up
5, now 2nd and 5. Tua looking to throw. Got a man, it's London. And they get him down after a gain of 10. A great effort on his part. Pays off with the first down.
10 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down.
Running left is Robinson. Looks like we can call it 4 yards in the air. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage. It sets up your play action. Keeps that defense honest.
Taking it over the middle, it's Dotson. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down, Falcons.
A 7-yard gain. And the Falcons, first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He rolls to his right. Looking out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. Flex his way to the 35. And he's finally brought down at the 33.
It's a gain of
16 yards on that play.
yards.
And that's a Falcon first down.
Falcons, first down.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. To the right side and reeled in by London. Gets after him for the catch. Gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Gronk at 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 24-yard line.
Another one here to London. Trying to be able to quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
Number 5.
That's called playing downhill with a capital D. These safeties, they love to see that play. That ball caught in front of him, and he came down in a hurry and knocked it backwards.
Third down, give to Robinson. Getting there for the start, but getting back right on the play. And that is good for an Atlanta first down.
Yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Passing quick here with the pass rush, fast enough to match it. On him inside, alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. That brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And a decent run, gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
The ball carrier. Devin Lloyd on the stop. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Tua. This one's caught. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
Robinson, the ball carrier.
Tempo, some hurry-up offense.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Robinson. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It looked like they had it, but no gain. And now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
And goal.
Robinson. And this is going to end behind the line. A great stop down in close.
He was brought down
Let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal.
A 3-yard loss. It's now 4th down
The kick
and
by
goal.
Folk is good.
The field
And
goal
it's dropped back down now to a 4-4 game.
makes the score
Nice to put out any drive. This is points. They took the lead slightly there the first time out in the 2nd half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
And that one hit the landing zone
Panthers
first
take over
and then into the end
1st and 10.
zone. So it's going to be a
At their
touchback
own
out to the 20.
35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Stop this drive, 1st and 10. Just play the drive and get to Connor. And he sends it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a bit of
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our 3rd quarter. It's the Panthers in possession of it. They need to preserve that lead over one final quarter. 4th quarter, Brock, going to start here with a 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun and give to Hubbard. Looks Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
Panther ball carrier. Xavier Watts on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Now Young. He's not going to get away from this. They're all over him. They drop over the 33. And they win that to force a 4th and 12. Panthers getting everyone set for the front.
For Carolina.
Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The return.
The Falcons ready for their next possession. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Taken down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Short pass, Brian. And he's halts in after a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zones. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Going on third, Tagovailoa. That's caught for the first. And he'll stop in field, and not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, Tagovailoa. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Robinson. He dodged the tackle. It's a big gain on this play. Getting back 19 yards and 1st down 2.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Falcons, first down.
Another carry for Robinson. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
On the tackle.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks.
That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Leads to 3rd down and 1.
Try and run here with Robinson. He's going to be hauled down after a small pickup, maybe about 4 yards there. And that's going to be good for a Falcons 1st down. Back to throw. He's on the quick hitter. He's after that for the catch. Gets him up near that marker. Third and 9, Brock gets 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. This time they're in the 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Falcons 1st down.
So we'll go pistol set here.
1st down and goal to go.
Robinson. And he will score. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves him in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other side for them to get a response.
Panthers 14. Nick Polk to kick off for Atlanta.
It's all lined up. Polk ready to send this one flying. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing. It's seen him in the zone from time to time. Also, he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
It's their first.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down coming from Young. It's caught by Hubbard. Managed about 9 before a stop is made. That gives Carolina the first.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. They'll look to throw it. Running off centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it.
For number 18.
But incompletion does one thing, Kate, gives everybody a chance to take a little breath early on both sides. And offensively in that huddle, I'm reminding my guys, play fast, but not in a hurry. Play fast, but never rush.
Throw here on second down, Young. On right side, hauled in by Breslin. Brought down after getting his guys about 26 yards. And that is going to give the Panthers a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Panther first down.
And with 19 seconds left in this ball game, they spike it. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Playing with Hubbard out of the gun. And he forgot to run there on second down. That's a gain of 6. Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. There's the whistle, so it's not called before he can even try this one. The veteran kicker, though, been in the league for quite a while. He knew it was coming, been through it before. So he'll just take a few more empty swings and call up again in a minute. Looking good, and it's through.
The field goal
and
is
inside
good.
the final minute, they've tied this
the
up.
game at 17.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, he delivers.
And this is going to be a touchback, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Headed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Only 7 seconds left now in regulation. From the gun, it's Robinson. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the playbook. That's going to set them for the first down. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
First down.
This is our final snap in regulation.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
First down,
line.
and they go right back to it. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And this drive will start inside the 25. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. Well, they couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, partner, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and hopefully help them start this overtime period by taking the lead. Drive begins here with Robinson. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. And he's second down. There's not much to be had on that first down, Brock. First couple of plays of overtime. How do you approach things?
A gain of a yard.
And I'm not talking desperation. I'm talking about stay
at the
on schedule.
25-yard line.
Chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on second down. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And all he can get is a yard here, but it's going to be third down.
He was brought down at the 26. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Tua setting up to throw. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. Look at this effort, chance to knock driving forward, gets them the first.
A gain of 9 yards.
Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yep, that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on second. Back to throw, Tua. It is caught left side. Defender closing in and will take him out of bounds, but not before he picks up 25. It's going to be first down Falcons.
And the Falcons first down.
Shotgun snap, they give to Robinson. Good game here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up the first. All right, so an important landmark crossed on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either.
Yeah, and you do all this work, all this heavy lifting to get into the red zone, it's got to be a touchdown, and that's all you're looking offensively. You are not going to feel good coming off the field if you got to settle for 3. That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions.
Robinson on the inside give. Unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Falcons gained on second down.
Brought down right
as that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
All right, needing 3 yards here on third down if they want to keep this opening drive of overtime going. Looking to throw it. Gets this one to London. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
And the Falcons first down.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Ross. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. If you're content, you're not making the trip. So you get one, you instantly think of another. And if you are able to actually deliver on it.
Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
The challenge has been laid down, partner, and it's time to see if they have an answer prepared as we're off again. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. And headed back out there now for the Panthers as we get a look at their offensive coordinator, Brad Idzik. He's got his group ready, now focused on what the first few plays of this drive are going to hold. On the left side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Young. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
I think that was a throw fade. It just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. So empty the backfield, motion him right. Now to throw. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. This is brought in at the 15. This is all the way to the 13-yard line.
gain
With
of
just 2
46
seconds
yards
left
on
in
the
OT,
play.
we've got a
First
timeout.
down, Carolina.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. In the red zone on 1st. He keeps it and takes off. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye.